Hey, Red, how are you? Thanks for joining us today. That's crazy. It's like midnight over there. What are you doing, man? That's so awesome. I was wondering if you would actually stop by. Yeah, welcome to the stream. Feel free to join my follower count if you haven't already. 4 a.m. Good lord. Well, thanks for following.
Is now following.
I really appreciate that. Yeah, I'm looking forward to our call tomorrow, so make sure you get plenty of sleep. We got a lot to talk about. 12 a.m. I always get it mixed up. Okay, 12 a.m., yeah. I put on my chapstick. Oh my gosh.
Finidre became a task manager.
You're gonna sub? That is so nice. That is so sweet. That's awesome. Thank you so much. Starting the stream off with a sub is crazy. I really appreciate that. Is that like my rebate? My rebate for the editor fee? All right. Well, that's great. That's great. Yeah, we have plenty to go over. They've been getting some free clips for you, so we got content that we can definitely get on the other platforms now that we've started streaming. So YouTube Live, who says it? Yes, STX over on YouTube. Yep, we're live on YouTube too. I multi-stream. You can if you want, you can watch on both sides. But we got plenty to do. The title is incredibly clickbait, so I'm gonna get right to doing what I'm doing. Otherwise, people are gonna call me a baiter, and I'm not a baiter. Well, depending on the prefix of the word baiter. I am aware that I just get a message from my mod. It says that my guy up here is flashing. Hang on. Damn Chinese stuff. Okay, I got it. I fixed it. All right, we're good. All right. All right. Shift, you can't say shit like that. What do you mean? Everybody knows that Chinese manufacturing is terrible. Last time we did get 8 auto petters, and we also, after that, baby was born. It wasn't on stream, but it was the night that I was saving the 8 auto petters opening. So we're gonna go and we're gonna contribute one more baby. I'm actually strongly considering adding one more counter here, guys. I'm gonna add a counter that says doves. So I want to keep track of how many doves we've got, and this is going to be dove 101. All right, I'm just going to leave that there, and that'll help us keep track. And I should probably rename that, so let's just rename that really quickly. Totally was ready for today's stream, and totally didn't just like throw this together. All right, let's call it that. Let's lock it. All right, back to work. How's everybody doing? Your continuity. These stream panels look sick. Oh, thank you very much. Yeah, I worked pretty hard on those, so I'm glad they look pretty good. Oh, wait a minute, guys. Wait a minute. Oh no, I just updated the golden mystery box count. Uh-oh. Let's fix it. All right, GMBs were like 7,100 out of 32,000, and then I got to change this. That's what I got to do. No worries. Because he's a dingus? Yeah, it's because I'm a dingus. It's actually exactly why. Let's see here. Rename. I got to name this counter 4, otherwise it'll change it on all my sources. That's why. All right, and then this one should be doves. Nope. I lied. All right, guys. You know what we're gonna do? We're just gonna forget about that, and we're not gonna mess with that right now. Just know there is a 101st dove in our group now. We're not fucking with it right now. I'd have to make a whole new... Fuck it. We ride. Please tell me I have a prismatic shard. Oh my god, I don't even have a prismatic shard. I took all my prismatic shards out of here. All right, we're doing great. Great beginning of the stream, guys. I feel bad for the NPCs in my world, honestly. They'll never know what it's like to, well, have a normal life, I guess. I gotta make sure there's auto petters in all of my coops as well, while I'm messing around. Sparkling Golden Chicken, we gotta name it after our new sub, Churd Red. If you guys missed it, my editor is in the stream with us today. He made a stop to say hello and drop a sub. Say hello to Nerd Red, everybody. He's a stand-up fella. He's from the aisle across the way. Editor in chat. Yeah, he might have popped in and popped out. It's okay. He just came to say hello. All right, let's go with Charuto. I wouldn't want to deal with you either. Yeah, I know. I can be a handful. I can be a real handful. All right, let me get my head on straight here. Let's get into a good rhythm. Because we got a lot to do. I've resorted to naming the chickens after some of my whatever anime character comes to mind. So now we have Charuto and Chasuke. Oh, no. Oh, fuck. I let a chicken out by accident. All right, Chakra. What is this? Haha point. Stop that. Don't make fun of me. At this point, I'm just naming them all after Naruto characters. That should be at least 60 though. 60 free names. Quick, you guys say stuff too, so I don't have to think about saying what to say. Yeah, because I'm thinking about other stuff, like what to name these guys. Chockley sounds right. Feels good. Chockley. Chockley the chicken. These are all descendants of Chinggis. All right. A lot going on here. Now let's go disown the 101st orphan. And we'll go pick up a couple of ginger when we're done. Let's put these here. These can go here. Alright, inventory is organized. Let's go buy from Robin. I'm tired, Pa. You do the talking. Alright. I'll share a little bit. So I have this Boldak ramen. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing it right. I'm probably pronouncing it like a gringo. I have this Boldak ramen that you guys suggested I get. And I gotta be honest with you. If I eat it as ramen, it is corrosive, absolutely destructive to my colon. Specifically if I use the sauce in large quantities. So I decided to strategize ways to eat the rest of the package I bought because I don't like letting food go to waste. And today I was making a chicken stir fry with bell peppers and onions. And I decided to combine in with that some of the ramen packets. So I put 2 ramen packets in there. And I only used a quarter of the sauce and a whole bunch of other seasoning, and it came out fantastic. We got rated? Who's rating me? What is this? Thank you, Balupi. Wow. Thank you. Oh, yeah. Oh, wow. Look at those. Those are definitely emotes. Wow, that's... Oh, my. All right. I'm not doing anything particularly entertaining. You guys want to see me stab some orphans real quick? Hang on. Hang on. Let me... All right. Hang on. I was actually just about to go disown one of my children, too. This is exactly the introduction I want for my page. Oh, by the way, just ignore all these trees. These are just trees. I don't know how they got here. This is just... And these pineapples, too. These are just... Those are supposed to be there. These ones, too. Totally normal farm I have. Totally normal farm. Hang on, I just gotta... These guys want to give me a hug, so I just gotta get rid of them really quickly, too. Alright. Alright, that's better. And now I can just disown this one. There we go. Alright, anyway, yeah, welcome to the stream. Oh my gosh. Hi, new people.
Hi, everybody. I change my voice sometimes, too, so I can be a little less intimidating. Pickle Explosion. Ooh, I like that name.
And we got Bryce and Gato Root. What are these emotes? You guys' emotes are awesome. I like that. And we got a new follower.
Bloopy is now following.
Thank you for following, Bloopy. Incredible. Thank you for the raid. I really appreciate that. Ahaha!
Pickle Explosion is now following.
Have a great evening. I really appreciate you stopping in and throwing some viewers at me. That's awesome stuff. And to all the new people, yeah, this is just my Ginger Island.
Gato_Udamon is now following.
Appreciate that. I appreciates that. Very dearly. Thanks to all the new followers. Please enjoy my free emotes as followers. We have a wide selection, including Shorse, one of my favorites. If you're wondering what Shorse is, it is yes, it is exactly what you're thinking. It is a chicken horse. You guys' emotes are crazy. Pickle Rave. Crazy stuff. All right, well, I guess I may as well share what the hell it is I'm doing. So the title obviously implies that I am accidentally discovering the fastest money-making method, yada yada. It's a mouthful. It's a real mouthful. But basically, the idea is that I am slaying orphans.
Because Frog Daddy's here and he's got your back.
Frog Daddy. Frog Daddy is here and he's got your back. Yeah, go ahead and just do exclamation challenge.
Chorld, that kills people!
Oh! Yeah. Don't scare away the guys with the new guys with our random sound effects, unless this is the kind of stuff they like. I don't know. Def not how you play a sax. No, it's like a trumpet device, right? Is this closer? Is this closer to what you? I'm just. Perhaps I should stop. It's a first impression.
That was a little weird.
Trust me, I'm used to it. Yeah, coming from a place where you guys use those pickle emotes, I have to say you probably are used to this stuff. Anyways, so let me go ahead and debut what the hell it is that I do around here. All right, first things first. I'm gonna just get my iridium needle together here, and we're gonna make sure it's nice and sharp. And oh crap, you know what? Hang on. I am actively keeping track of how many things I get per day, so don't mind me if I just move those over. Suddenly want a pineapple smoothie, says Michael over on YouTube. What would give you that idea? It's a very strange thing to just randomly pull out of thin air. What an odd... Who the fuck starts a conversation like that? No, I can understand why you would want that. All right. So what I do is I pop this magic rock candy, right? It gives me a whole bunch of luck, right? And then I also drink this ginger ale, right? It gives me even more luck. All right. So now I effectively have +7 luck. Are you ready? Watch this. Watch this. Watch how much money we make. All right, that was only 9,750 G, which, by the way, look up here so you can see how much we get. Now I just do this over and over and over again. We ran a calculation on this yesterday, made 2 million G in a single day. It turns out disowning children is the fastest money-making method in Stardew Valley. Wholly intentional. You just sat down, Bryce? Well, it's good you're sitting down because this is ridiculous. Yeah, lots of money. You make a lot of money very quickly. You also get a lot of golden animal crackers and golden mystery boxes, which happen to be exactly what I need to achieve the end goal in all of this, which is to fill my farm up with 160 deluxe coops and golden chickens. $2,000 golden chickens. I need about 2,000 golden animal crackers and 160 auto petters, which you can see the counters above my cam. Now, yesterday we ran really late. Normally I end the stream towards the 10 p.m. Eastern time slot. We ran an hour late yesterday because I wanted to open 2,000 golden mystery boxes on stream, and no, I will not be using the mod that opens them faster. Trying to keep things as vanilla as possible. Trying to complete... Who the fuck... I just sat down! Who the fuck starts a conversation like that? Better to say the line after than the line before. Is this a vanilla save? It absolutely is. There are no mods used in this save. I have 330-something hours on it. I have made 2 YouTube movies already at shiftesque on YouTube. You can do exclamation YouTube. And one of them was the Perfection in 2 Years challenge, which I achieved 100% perfection in the first 2 years. That was my first project. And then I built on that by planting all the mystic trees and pineapples you're seeing everywhere in a second video, thinking that I had discovered the profit limit, but boy, was I wrong. Boy, was I wrong. So now we're actually revisiting that challenge, and my third movie is going to be what we're doing right now, discovering the actual highest daily revenue clip you can run in the game. Benton says, okay, hear me out. I came up with a new method that might, in theory, go from 0 to 99 mil in a day. That's like 6 months of fetus deletus. Okay. Go on. Yeah, you've certainly piqued my interest. Hatch 600,000 slimes in town and then stabby? You can hatch... Oh my god, can you hatch slime eggs? Is that a thing? I actually am not well versed in the slime hutch aspect of the game. Seems like bait. I guess this level 4 box isn't so bad. I really don't need the money right now, guys, so I'm going to segregate this over here, and hopefully I don't accidentally throw it away. But I really don't need the money that the parrot's giving me if we're gonna start from 0 anyways. It's a lot of slime for that, though. I mean, what... Alright, hang on. What's the idea here? Because... First of all, how would I hatch 600,000 slime? There's not even... How would I do that? How do you hatch the eggs? I always thought the eggs were just to sell. I thought that was like the main point of profit. How to kill the most things in one day. Oh, I see what you're thinking about. I see what your idea is. Oh, okay. So 600,000. 600,000 times 100, and just to make sure I got this right. Just a 60 million slimes. That's all. Just 60 million slimes. That's all you would need. That seems excessive. That seems like adjacent ridiculous documentary material. That seems like something I should write down for another day. Theoretically, I see what you're saying. You're saying in theory. Like, how would you even hatch that many? I mean, I didn't even know you could hatch the slime eggs. I genuinely didn't know that. Like, if you, like, you right/left click with the slime eggs, would that spawn slime in front of you? Blind Cupid, welcome back. Welcome back to the stream. It's going great. The dubs are doing as well as dubs getting repeatedly stabbed in perpetuity can be doing. We are currently grinding their souls for boxes, and then towards about 8:30 Eastern, in about an hour, once we round up about 3,000 mystery boxes, we're gonna go and open up about 2,000. I mean, oh, slime incubators. Okay, got it. Hang on. You're talking about these things, right? Yeah, I just, it's been a while. Well, then theoretically you would need to have 600,000 tiles to place them. Where are they? I know of them. Yeah, this guy. No, slime egg press. Okay, the incubator. And you can put these anywhere, theoretically. Interesting. What would someone with 600 golden clocks do to keep himself entertained? That's really the question for after this project. DM a YouTube short in Discord? Okay, good. Yeah, I am interested in the idea, mostly just for the memes of it all. I don't know if it would be competitive, though, revenue-wise. It seems like it's not a repeatable process. Like, you're not going to get 100 slimes per each slime that you dispatch. You can get the slime eggs everywhere in town. Well, that means you can place... You can place down the slime incubators in town and then spawn slimes everywhere. I mean, I'm okay with getting rid of my stuff for the memes. Right now, it's just there as a testament to how autistic I am. We're not even going to be using it in this challenge. Cupid, I think the goal is, you know, we're trying to discover the theoretical money limit. So we know the passive money limit is the golden chickens. 5 million G a day is the passive money limit that you can get without doing anything. But we're trying to combine that with the highest return active money-making method. And so far, I accidentally discovered that putting on a high-level parrot egg and just doing what I'm doing right now makes about 2 million G a day, which is more than pretty much any method you can do. And it rivals the pineapples. The only reason the pineapples and the mystic trees are still somewhat close is because we don't have more dubs in here. Like, I'm thinking if we have like 200 to 300 dubs in here, we might be able to get 3 million G a day from them consistently. And then that would be the superior active method. Now, Venton's just proposing other ideas, like putting 600,000 slimes in town. Because if you're running the parrot egg, the limit of money is really just how many monsters you can dispatch at once. Right, exactly. Good input, whoever that was.
I'm Tori, and I'm here to ask you one question, and one question only. Explosions!
Explosions? $2 million is crazy? Yeah, I mean, I definitely don't know if Concerned Ape intended for you to be able to make 2 million G a day just taking advantage of your unwanted children. It's really kind of evil. That's why I went with the title we're going with today. And I think this means that when we have filled out the when we have filled out the world with golden chickens, we probably are going to have to do a big sleep. Because that means we're probably going to need another 100 to 200 doves. And before we do that, I may consider downloading a mod menu that allows me to manually test where the diminishing returns really accelerate. Just so we don't end up spending a lot of extra time getting an extra 100 or 200 doves that we don't need past a certain point. Because I'm sure there's a plateau where doing this stops, you know, having more of these entities in the witch's hut every time you reload stops giving a competitive return versus fewer of them. I may seriously have to give the 100% speedrun a try, though. Because this method may accidentally be one of the fastest methods. And I, again, totally accidentally discovered this. Still trying to tamp down on whether the warrior ring is reasonable here, or if I should just go with the savage ring to get a little bit of extra speed. And you know what? I'm going to spare you guys' ears a bit, because I know that that is probably a little loud. So let's go ahead and turn SDV down another decibel, because I'm sure that that is getting annoying to hear over and over again. The question is not like whether it's competitive, because theoretically, yeah, you're right. You could just save up hundreds of thousands of eggs and hatch them. As big a number as you can think. You could save them up, hatch them, and then come and blow them all up. As long as you're wearing the slime charmer ring, you could save up as many as you want with no fear of them actually doing anything to stop you from hatching more of them. The limit would be the hardware. Your computer would eventually have a hard time running the game. But then, you know, it's not a... What's the word? It's not a repeatable method. Like, you do it once, okay, you got your one spectacle, and then you had to start over and spend all the time it took to hatch them all again. I think it's worth doing a challenge just for the spectacle of it all. How many slimes can I make the villagers live with at once? I think my PC can handle 200 to 300 more, 200 to 300 total doves. I don't know if it can really handle past 300. I don't know if the game can handle past 300. On Blade's debut video for this exploit, he started really chugging around 500, but I think it's also because he wasn't doing this exact method to take them out. This method might require less of your computer because it's calculating damage on one entity at a time every time you stab, even if it is 100 times per second. Or almost 100 times per second. It might be semi-repeatable. I guess if you do like... Nah, I don't know. I mean, it depends on how many incubators you have. And I determined that you could only really fit 7,000 machines optimally all over the valley. Not including Ginger Island. But that means you could really only have 7,000 slime at a time. There's only so many tiles, basically, that you can, one, place outside of NPC's regular pathing, and also, two, reach yourself without having to move other machines out of the way. No, it does? What are you talking about? Very descriptive comment. Very descriptive chat. I love those. No, it does. Okay. You only need like 100, then they'll breed infinitely on their own. Oh, they will breed. Ah, I see. That's the part that I've always been a layman in. So I know that there's some female slimes that have the heart on their head, so they do replicate themselves. Interesting. Interesting. That sounds like my kind of challenge. Hang on now. Oh my goodness, so you're saying I could have like 2,000, 3,000 slimes just anywhere I want, just replicating at all times, terrorizing the town even further than I've already terrorized them? They won't breed in town, okay. What about in the sewer? What about in like dungeons? Secret woods or quarry, okay. So like in the mountain lake area they will. So I can terrorize Robin after she's done building me 160 coops. Basically wherever slimes would naturally be, they can breed, or a slime fish. We need to test this. If slimes can breed in town, though, are you sure they can't breed in town? I really wish they could now. I would love to see several 100,000 slimes just vibing out in town and destroying my computer. I love that. I love that. Gotta go. Alrighty, Mantis. So we can incubate them in town. Roughly, I think I calculated you could fit like 3,000 kegs in town. It's like 2,500 actually. So therefore, you could fit about 2,500 slimes. This sounds like a slimy adventure.
See what I did there? You see what I did there? I made a pun. I did a joke. You like that? You like my puns? So, let
me turn off that voice. So, yeah, no, I mean, I can write down this idea. This sounds exactly like my kind of ridiculous thing that I could do. Just like, I terrorize the Stardew villagers even further than I already have. Mrs. Shift always calls me handsome. Benton, I bet if we filled up the, I think it's feasible. I mean, I bet if we filled up the entire map with slime hutches the way we're doing for deluxe coops, we could probably pump out a few hundred, if not more, slime eggs per day. I mean, how many... You can fit 20 slimes in a slime hutch, if I remember right. I actually don't know what the limit is. It might be 100. I can't even remember, because I only poked around with them briefly and then determined they were useless. At least for what I do. Then my brain assigned them as unimportant information, but now they feel kind of important. You've really piqued my interest. I really hope I didn't accidentally leave the chipmunk voice on.
Alright, now I don't know if the chipmunk voice is on, so now I'm really, oh man, I really gotta turn on like a colorful button that comes on that tells me whether my voice changer is on or not. Next video title, I bred 10,000 slimes to torture Lewis, yes.
Oh, it's on now? Okay. Alright, now I'm back. We're good. Alright. Another 830 golden mystery boxes. Puts us at roughly 7,900. We also got 11 more golden animal crackers. I actually haven't updated my total. Let's just go ahead and do a count. I know the golden mystery boxes are roughly 7,900. Alright, and then let's go ahead and visit how many golden animal crackers we have. 250, and then I think we gave a couple over already. I always like to keep track. 254. We're doing pretty darn well on those. 254 golden animal crackers ain't nothing to slouch about. Alright, let's just keep rolling. I mean, let's just go back and continue our stabbing adventure. How many golden mystery boxes do you think we'll get today, guys? Do you guys want to do a prediction? Bet you do. I bet you little gamblers do. Bet you little gamblers do. Have a gamble. On me. Not if I scam you. I never scam you. Why would there are new people in chat, okay? Why are you sullying, tarnishing my reputation with this slander and libel? I will get the shiftesque Industries lawyers on you. And they will contact you within 14 to 16 business weeks. With a summons. Whatever that means. Pickle poggers. Not the corporate lawyers. This video... Oh, man. We're going to totally destroy my PC if we don't trash some of these. Hang on. Am I being scammed? Hard maybe. Shifty Shaft says Punk City Extreme. I'll take that as a compliment. Yeah, Venton, I actually agree with that. I think once we hit this ridiculous challenge, we're no longer going to be in the business of discovering what's the most efficient money-making methods. We're going to start having to do spectacles that have nothing to do with money. Nobody wants to vote yes, which is hilarious. Who wants to fall on that sword? Come on, Mrs. Shift, you can do it. I believe in you. Watch, you'll actually win points, Mrs. Shift. There you go. Mrs. Shift is going to scam you guys out of your points. You want to talk about shifty? Mrs. Shift is pretty shifty. AAI113 says, hey, where you from?
Hey, I'll be doing the flirting around here, baby. Where you from, huh? Where you from? Yeah, where you from? Doesn't feel so good, does it? Where you from?
I am from Pennsylvania, United States, where the Declaration of Independence was signed. About American as American gets. Where the K-Konas at? About American as we can get. You already doubted against me? Oh, wow. Just for that, I'm gonna, like, go hard in the paint. I'm not even gonna look at chat now. I'm just gonna take this super seriously. Super cereal. You're from Italy? The voice destroyed you? That's awesome. Never thought I'd see Italian viewers in here. That's crazy. I am Italian. I'm an Italian American. We could be cousins. We really could be. Do you like spaghetti too? I'm not even being racist because I can't be racist because I'm Italian. Do you also like pizza and spaghetti? I freaking love pizza and spaghetti.
I love pizza and spaghetti. Pizza and spaghetti are my favorite things in the world. Freaking love pizza and spaghetti. Also love mozzarella, Parmesan, Reggiano. Big fan of a tomato caprese. About Italian as Italian gets.
Spaghetti, also pizza too. Everybody in Italy has to love spaghetti and pizza, right? I mean, that's a beautiful thing. We really have the best cuisine ever made, by the way. No one even comes close. I mean, I guess Chinese food is pretty good. But, I mean, they're basically just noodles, too. Same state represent? Hell yeah, Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania crowd. Say one thing in Italian. Arrivederci. It's an Inglourious Bastards reference. I also know ciao, Madonna mia, and shit, what's some other stuff I heard in Sopranos? Bienvenido, which I think is a form of cake. French chef angrily smoking a cigarette. Don't get it. I don't get it. Lasagna, yeah, and bologna. Salami, pepperoni, gabagool. You good speaking, man. I love that. See? Italian certified. Bella ciao, ciao, ciao. Which I think means hello and have a good day. Partial to Thai food? I was gonna make a joke about how it's too naughty, but that would just be a horrible pun about how you shouldn't eat Thai things. Wisconsin over here, and I think our cheese beats anything. Okay, yeah, I like cheese. Big cheese fan. A cheese filler, I tell you. I'm a cheese filler, I tell her. I like cheddar cheese, I like American cheese. I've said this many times. I've only been streaming for about a month, but I think everybody in chat who has watched more than one stream knows how much I like cheese. Big cheese guy. Big cheese guy. Oh my goodness, Danny. It's not anywhere close to 9 p.m. Get that Yoshi out of my face.
But maybe bring it back later after 9 p.m. We can talk about that later.
The cheese drawer in your fridge stays stocked? Good. I thought you said it stays locked, and I was concerned. But yes, ours stays stocked too. I was able to get 42 slices of American cheese from our big box store for about $6.93. And of course, that cheese makes a great snack. Actually, I haven't opened it up yet. I'm going to be opening it up probably tonight once I get my post-stream snack. Shifty needs a little snacky wacky. Got a clean looking stream for only streaming for a month. Well, thank you very much. I really appreciate that from a newcomer. Yeah, I just really, I take things that I do very seriously. So I only have 2 videos on YouTube, and that's because I don't like to spam stuff that's below my standard. The same goes for my stream. I felt weird going live and not having at least the bare minimum, like a chat overlay and a face cam box. Guys, my face cam box is literally just a clip art. Why is that flashing behind me, by the way? Hang on, guys. Hang on. Itachi is like crashing out back there. You see that? You guys see that? You see Itachi back there? I'm telling you, this Chinese shit. I gotta replace his batteries like once every 2 days. Absolutely crazy. Dude chugs batteries. It's like Iron Man. That's not even a good reference. Anyways. I said I'm lactose intolerant. I didn't say I don't eat cheese. I just suffer. What the hell are we talking about, by the way? Oh, yeah. I make sure the stream is very professional, as you can tell from my poorly made Chinese trinkets and lack of attention span. American cheese is only good for grilled cheese? Well, that's where you're wrong, kiddo. American cheese is what fed the troops and won us 2 world wars. Tell you what. Hey, Kona. I love grilled cheese, but it has to be made right, with heaps of butter, and served with tomato soup on the side, preferably homemade, not canned. You know who makes a mean tomato soup? Mrs. Shift. But you already knew that. All traits of a great streamer? Oh, thank you. Yeah, my attention span is just, like, garbage. I go on tangents all the time. Chat knows it. That's why I gave them an emote that's my face, but with a U shape, because I have a U-shaped head. Stuff goes right over my head all the time. They try to tell me jokes about things I said 60 seconds earlier, and I'll forget what I was talking about by that point, so I'll be like, what are you talking about? And then they'll have to explain the joke to me. I feel really bad for them, but they seem to have fun with it. Tomato bisque? Well, now, this is going to spark a great debate. What is the difference between tomato soup and tomato bisque? Please, enlighten me. You certainly have my attention. I am partial to tomato sauce with grilled cheese. I don't have it often, but sometimes if there's some leftover tomato sauce, like for pasta, it goes just as well with grilled cheese as tomato soup. Bisque is richer and creamier. Dippy Guy on YouTube says there's no difference. Just want you to know that. He's throwing hands. So bisque uses cream, I see. Well, then that's exactly what Mrs. Schiff makes. So I know she'd be putting the cream in there.
Stop typing. Stop it right now. I'm talking about cream from a cow, you lunatics. It is 7:47 p.m. We are not making jokes
like that right now. TBH V8 tomato juice and grilled cheese also works. Yeah, that'll do. I used to hate V8 as a kid, but I glugged one within the last year. I had one. I had the opportunity to just drink one, and I was thirsty, and it hit the spot. Nice and cold. I also was on a Bloody Mary kick for a little while. That lasted like 2 weeks. I like Bloody Marys. Beef with the tube? Do it. Beef with them right now. Dippy Guy says, I'm right, you're wrong. Argue. Fight. Defend your honor. Pickle Bloody Mary? Fantastic. Bloody Marys, my favorite thing about them is you can get drunk and also enjoy a savory treat all at the same time. There's this one person on YouTube who I was watching, and that's who got me into them in the first place. It's a girl who, like, just makes the absolutely most outrageous Bloody Marys you've ever seen. Like, I'm talking she puts a whole pizza on a stick coming out of the Bloody Mary container. It's hilarious. One time I saw her put a whole Subway sandwich on it. I was like, yeah, you know, that sounds... You know what I want with my beverage? with my alcoholic beverage, a sandwich. A whole rotisserie chicken. Meatball sub would slap in there, absolutely. 4 chicken cutlets. And a whole pickle. And I'm not talking like a spear. I'm talking about an entire pickled cucumber. 7 inches long. Just dipped in there. Waiting for a good crunchity munchity. You can't forget about your 4 green olives. I don't know who this guy is, but I love him already. Yeah, at Pickle Explosion, I hope we see more of you. I like you. I like what you're bringing to the table. Seven inches. Okay, King, go off. But you're telling me you like pickles that are... All right, I can't right now. I can't with you guys. I can't.
What are we doing? What are we doing in here? What are we talking about? I'm talking about pickles, all right? I don't know what are you talking about? I'm talking about pickles, pickled cucumbers. Juicy, delicious, salty, savory, pickled cucumbers. What the hell are you talking about? Out here on some terms of service shit.
Size King in the house. All right, one last brain cell. It's a pleasure to see you tonight. Hope to see more of you soon enough. Digging the vibes. We try to keep things fun. If you haven't noticed, this is a grind stream. We're grinding for a YouTube video, so a lot of it is just repetitive nonsense. So I try to keep it real. Chat tries to keep me entertained with the commentary. Awesome. Can't wait to see you. Hopefully, when the prediction resolves, you'll come back to some free points too. I don't know if I'm gonna get 900 today, honestly. I tried to do it for the believers, but this is a big luck factor in this, so. Oh my gosh. So many deceased orphans. You think he's bipolar? He's a pretty cool guy. I don't know. I don't know where he lives, like Antarctica, but North Pole, South Pole. Concentration shot to hell. You're not missing anything. I'm just doing the usual. Just a little stabby. Buy something. Like Butters. I'm just a little bi-curious. Butters! Oh, Butters! Outrageous. I'm a little bi-furious. Not every Stardew streamer would let you say that in their chat, but I will. Haha! World's full of sillies. Sillies and sissies. Wow. I'm sorry. You didn't think that message would go through? Why would you say sorry? What? Are you apologizing? You're based. You're based Giga Chad. How's it feel to be a based Giga Chad who says what he wants and doesn't care about public opinion? Please tell us, sir. I just love speaking my mind, you know? The new kids don't know I am a raging homosexual. Yeah, guys, actually, to be fair, that came from someone who I can tell just from how they chat is a raging homosexual, and a cool one at that, who we have no problems with. And that's why it's okay for him to say fucking queers. I can't say that. I'm not allowed to say that. I'm only allowed to quote him saying that because I am, in fact, quite straight. But Danny can say that. Gotta be real. There is not a single Stardew YouTuber or streamer who would even touch this conversation with a 10-foot pole, from what I could tell. By the way, I don't know what it is about this game and attracting. Maybe it's all the colors. I don't know. Everybody's cool with me. Don't get me wrong. We're all cool. We're all cool here. I just think it's an interesting phenomenon I've observed in the Stardew community. There seems to be a non-representative demographic of LGBTQ people who really love this game. It's something I've observed. The whole town is bi. Well, that's exactly it. I mean, I feel like that's part of it for sure, is that you can just marry anybody no matter who you are. Which is, of course, realistic and in line with 2026 standards. Someone who is a raging... Can we add quote that? Can we add quote that? I would love to go on record as saying that. Only boomers say queer and boomers don't watch Twitch. I was thinking about calling this the boomer method, by the way, guys. This method of me stabbing the orphans for profit. You know, just taking advantage of the younger generation for my own gains and wealth. It felt a little too spicy. A little too hot for the FDA. Baby boomer IDK. Well, in this metaphor, I am the boomer, and my children are pretty much everybody who came after me, inflating the value of my assets. Layden Ketchup, welcome back. How you doing? We are doing the same thing. Magnitude, orphan, relevance of orphan, magnitude, that orphan of orphan, magnitude of relevant orphan, that relevance of the orphans of this magnitude, that orphans go to achieve, relevance of this magnitude of orphanage, that magnitudes of the orphans,
audacious,
that relevant
says,
right, thanks
magnitude
for that.
Orphan relevance of operan magnitude, that orphan of orphan magnitude of relevant orphan, that relevance of the orphans of this magnitude, that orphans go to achieve relevance of this magnitude of orphanage, that magnitudes of the orphans, that relevant the big magnitude of orphans that are being relevant for money of the orphans that cannot understand magnitudes, that orphans know of the reveal, and orphan, that orphan of this magnitude of relevance with orphans of magnitude, that orphan.
Well, thank you for playing that so I could have an opportunity to log the last couple of golden mystery box grinds. That's great. Did I say magnitude at some point? That's a great... I just love this guy. I love Oh Yes. Oh Yes's name is me whenever I hear Oh Yes's poems. Just saw the clickbaity title, 8.5 out of 10. I have determined that the titles are the only way right now, with the size of the page we have, to get some unique impressions and new viewers into the stream. Because we're a little bit buried, even with 10 concurrent viewers at a time, which is our average. We're averaging 11 concurrent viewers this last couple of weeks, which is fantastic for a new stream. But I've determined that I need to be a little bit baity with the titles to keep concurrent viewers high. YouTube is popping off, though. They're starting to impress me on the browse pages, I've noticed. So we have 23 concurrents over there. and a lot of people are very interested in the stream over there, which is great. They don't really like to participate in chat much, I've noticed, but it's okay because they're watching. And by the way, anybody who's watching on YouTube, if you'd like to participate on Twitch, I would recommend it for a couple of reasons. One, because the stream is a little new on Twitch, and it helps the algorithm discover us to have a higher average view count. But also, too, for your own sake, you can collect some...
Attention shift.
Oh, hang on.
Audacious Danny has issued a legally binding hydration order. Compliance is mandatory.
You can collect some imaginary points on Twitch. They're called shift points. They're not legal tender. You can't go and buy anything with them. But on my stream itself, you can purchase a fart noise of your choice, a random sound effect from my pool of random sound effects. You can afford TTS as well for the poetry that you just heard an example of a few moments ago. And you can also tell me to drink liquids, if that's your thing. So I would love to see you over on Twitch if you're watching on YouTube, but that's okay. Yep, exactly. And you can gamble. Don't forget about the gambling. You can also gamble. Speaking of gambling, I'm resolving the prediction. We did not get 900, so the doubters have that one. We got 777 on the day. Hey!
LOND0G702 is now following.
Thank you so much for following the page, Moondog. And becoming a fellow task manager. Let's see here. Oh yes is baiting me, saying I found out how to get $20 million on the first day in Stardew Valley. Well, that's remarkable. I definitely don't think that's true, but and then also Venton mentioned, I think raiding out is your best exposure, but I'm no expert. Yeah, I actually do want to get into the habit of raiding out more often. I really liked Zach Ernity. He was a good one. I also don't want to raid out to people who I don't really know anything about, but
68 followers. That's like
8 more than 60. All right. We got to get Robin to build us another coop, and then we can continue grinding. Yeah, let's do that. But before we do that, we also need to wait for her to open, so we may as well go and get some more ginger from Ginger Island. 6'7". Oh my god, he just called me Unk. Hey.
Alright, I am not Unk, alright? I'm not Unk. I'm not Unk. We're not doing this. We're not doing this. I just because I didn't get your stupid little thing with your stupid hands and your 6'7", 6'7" doesn't mean that I'm Unk, alright? I won't have this slander in chat. I am a cool 27 years old. I do not need to be told by anybody.
I should probably turn off Chipmunk voice that I am Unk. Although I probably am Unk. Okay, Gramps. Wild! Rage bait. Top tier rage bait. You're an Unk, you understand? No. They should have like r/Unk, where it's people accepting that they're being referred to as Unk accurately. You know, r/bald exists, and whenever someone accepts that their receding hairline must be converted into a bald head, all the other people are like, it's okay. We can all be bald together, but I'm not there yet. I am not there yet. Not Unk. I'm only moving these so in case Ginger spawned here, these aren't in the way. So Ginger can spawn here because this is the only other spot I have on the whole island where Ginger can spawn, and we're going to need a lot of it if I'm going to be making hundreds of days of orphan grinding later on. Does hating the 6-7 meme make you unk? Because in that case, I am also unk. I used to really think the 6-7 meme was particularly stupid, but I also remember a time where I was a whippersnapper, and I made fun of the meme that was literally just Markiplier's face turned into Lord Farquaad, and it was him saying E. So, you know, every generation has their stupid joke. I guess the 6-7 joke is Gen Alphas, but we had cool numbers like 69. I like 69. I'm a big fan of the 69 number. I've even made references to it in my movies. The original funny number? 420. Did you guys know 420 was Hitler's birthday? What? What? I can't even... Not the bad word.
Let's name some chickens. Let's name some chickens. Got some chickens to name, guys. Let's get serious. Let's first start off with we all did it. We all did it. We're all compliant with the complacency. Chorld, forgive me. Okay, maybe something a little shorter. What about, like, Churchill? Yeah, that seems appropriate with the theme we're going for here. That's one evil chicken. Why does this one have a little mustache? Roosevelt. Alright. Perfect, good pivot. Is it actually on? Is it?
I'm sorry, I'm laughing because this is so funny. It seemed like an appropriate. It seemed like an appropriate time to leave Deep Voice on. We got to go with Chernobyl. I'm literally just going with whatever CH word comes to mind as quickly as I can. Oh, shoot. Anybody on YouTube who's curious about the clickbait title, I promise you this is not clickbait. I will explain to you what I'm doing if you are interested. Just ask. If you come on Twitch, you can do exclamation challenge. Let's see. Chubs? I like that. We like Chubs. Hey, wait a minute. Whatever, I'll let that one slide. What about Chebron James. Okay, yeah, Chebron James. That's fine. That's fine. See, we have a lot of variety here. We have a chicken named Chitler and a chicken named Chebron James, all right? And why not name just one Chitty for good measure, for posterity? Where are you getting such an extrapolation from? Hang on now. While that may be true, why would I be embarrassed about that? Anyway, Charlie Chirk, wild. I've noticed something, guys, by the way. I've noticed that some of these coops are not full on food, so I'm just gonna walk through and just make sure they all got food available. Yeah, they're a little angry because they haven't eaten. Thankfully, nothing can starve to death in this game. Do 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 do. Alright, we'll do one more orphan slaying day, and then we will open 2,000 mystery boxes. Because that seemed to take frickin' an hour and a half yesterday. And I was going as fast as I possibly could. Okay, we'll go to sleep. Then I'll reload the game so all of the trinkets over there at the witch's hut despawn. Is Texas the only place that feels like Stan's ass crack? No. It's been, like, painfully humid here for... I mean, I know Texas is a completely different heat, but, like, it's been a rough summer here in Pennsylvania, too, because it's just... It's freaking gross, man. It's freaking gross. Gross. You just want to gamble? Hang on. Alright. I know we didn't get 900 last time, so what about 800 this time? There you go. Oh, we got a luck buff. I wonder how that will affect our drop rates. It has been 100 plus and it's not even August yet. Do you guys normally get 100-degree days regularly in Texas? Because we don't get a lot of those. We've only had 2 of those in the entire year, and some summers we don't have any at all. That's awful. That sucks. Wait, do not try to compare humidity with Texas humidity? What does that mean? You work inside a warehouse doing hard labor with no AC in that gross PA weather? You poor soul. If there's anything I can do to make your life a little happier, because holy hell, that sucks. That sucks. Can I give you a free random fart sound? Indoor consensus, cry, fool. I have a feeling Oh Yes is writing poetry in an air-conditioned office. Oh, hang on, I gotta... hang on, guys. Gotta reset our count here. I think that's how many we had. Throw these away. Trivial cry, admire, relieve, sense metal. Wow. Texas, Louisiana, and probably Florida just have horrible humidity. We grow gills because it's like swimming on land. I was always told Texas had a dry heat, but I guess I was wrong. Throne computing. These are words that you're putting together, Oh Yes. Moondog. Ah, yes. Back to child murder. What a wholesome stream. That's all we do around here. That's all we do around here. By the way, guys, I just want to make note that there are 68 followers, and Moondog just reminded me because they followed today. We have 68 followers. We are one off from 69 followers. Chores Cop. Chores Cop, that guy. Chores Cop. Everywhere is a hot tub when you live in Texas or Florida. I stumbled across a map I had never seen before of the, I can't remember what they were called, but they're the islands on the very edge of Louisiana that basically serve as wave breakers during storms. And apparently people like live on these islands, but there's only like one accessible road to get into them that can be flooded during storms. And I was like, what a terrible place to live. And then I asked the question to Grok, like, how much is the real estate in such a place? And, median is $250,000 a home. What? It costs that much to live there? What if your house floods? Anyway, it's just map porn. Am I allowed to say porn? Map porn in Minecraft. Got him. Got the algorithm. I like maps. I like geography. I like thinking about what it'd be like to live in other places and remote places. This is Shift. Must be cool to live somewhere remote like that, though. I mean, the storms probably suck because you have to shelter or completely evacuate when a bad hurricane is coming. You probably can't get flood insurance. But I bet the fishing's good, and I bet it's peaceful. Most of the time, when a hurricane's not blowing your house down. Cloud Mess, welcome back over on YouTube. Ever played GeoGuessr? No, I haven't. I haven't, but I bet I'd enjoy that game. I know of it. I'd like to sit down and just look at a picture of a place. Yeah, I bet this is where this is. How are you, sillies? How's everyone?
Oh, we're doing just fine. We're doing just fine. Doing the same thing we were doing last stream, just goofing around. Goofing around, stabbing orphans. Hoping YouTube and Twitch don't take down my stream for saying that too many times.
GeoGuessr is really easy for people who played a lot of it because they get you start to recognize the patterns of some places. Street signs in Bulgaria. Yeah, like you, obviously if there's a sign, it's a dead giveaway. For a lot of places, it narrows it down really quickly depending on what alphabet they're using. I gotta remove this one from rotation. Hang on, guys. Because I end up just skipping that track every time. Because it's too distracting, the pirate theme background. It's the pirate theme in the wave bank. Hang on, let me turn it up a bit. Such vibing. Probably a little low there because I turned it down earlier in the stream. But anyways, I have a coworker who's Bulgarian. She's always trying to like teach me Bulgarian words in the Cyrillic alphabet. And I'm just like, no, I like English. I like my R's not backwards, thank you very much. I think she takes offense to it, honestly, but she immigrated to America, not the other way around, so I don't really care. We're good friends, I can make that joke. Yeah, I'm an ignorant American. I know English. I know the American. That shit was hard. Learned Russian like 6 months and don't remember anything. It's tough because it's not even the same alphabet, so you have to... it's just so much more difficult than learning like French or German, because a completely different basis of sounds has to be memorized before you can even start thinking about words and grammar.
Audacious Danny says, photograph orphan equation ruin orphan era Harris orphan separation warning instrument orphan flatware missed habit lily landowner orphan struggle mature cake orphan available hemisphere motif orphan translate orphan band in waterfall orphan wreck orphan tidy island toss call orphan chair winner conservation orphan general orphan payment indulge orphan bishop virgin orphan harbor competition for orphan essay dressing lion flow orphan.
Are you okay? No. Oh, thank you very much. I got a haircut. Try not to cut it too short because I like it long, but it was too long. That was something. I wonder if historians will ever come back and see Oh Yes's work and think, this man was clearly in severe, profound pain. Yeah, I can't cut the hair too short because I don't want to completely eliminate the congruence between me and the cartoon sprite, and I do like having longer hair, but it was just getting too long. It was getting annoying to shower. I was starting to rip hair out because I was brushing it so much, and I'm not a fan of losing my hair, so decided to nip that in the bud and just trim like 6 inches off the back. Might come back, might not. Aww. No, oh yes, no. We love your poetry. Hope we see you soon. All right. Orphan equation, ruin, orphan era, harass, orphan separation, warning, instrument, orphan flatware. What if we, hang on, what if we read the words that are in between? What if we read the words that are in between? Photograph, equation, ruin, era, harass, separation, warning. This reads like one of those, you know how like it used to be a trend on social media where like you have to comment, the first like 20 words that Apple auto predicts you'll type in. That's what it feels like. Auditory hallucinations. Yes, it feels like how I imagine schizophrenic people live. It's poetry, I'm telling you. It's like a Picasso. Very abstract, very cool. Oh, am I being Unk again? Welcome back, Mantis. They're gonna put all of Oh Yes's messages together and get a manifesto. Yeah, I know. We're gonna see him on the news one day. And then they're gonna come to me and be like, my stream is what made him do it. Having to spend hours at a time watching me slay orphans. It's what pushed him over the edge. His 13th reason, nodders. You get out of here. Get out of here. You're calling me Unk? You're calling me Unk, and you just referenced 13 Reasons Why. I haven't thought about that show in several years. They should have ended that after the first season. The fact that they serialized it and made more than one season was a travesty. I really liked 13 Reasons Why. I really liked the first season of it. I actually really did. I never read the book, didn't really care for books. I thought it was a good series. I thought it was an enjoyable adaptation. And then they were like, all right, let's make 3 more seasons of it. And you know what? Let's give one of the characters AIDS. That'll be really sad. And it was. It was really sad. and stupid. Leave it to Netflix. You seem the type to not like reading? I do like reading. I actually really love reading, but I don't ever have enough time to do it, and I don't even know where to start. I have such a long list of books I'd like to read that I just don't even start, and then I don't know where to start when I do have time to read, so I just don't read ever. Something made you angry. I hope it wasn't me. Although if it was me, I'm sorry. Gotta go cook dinner. Alrighty. The baker goes to cook dinner. I'm certain we can't talk about that. Why, did you get a mod block for typing something out? Or I was talking, what were you talking about? I was talking about marital aids. Acquire immune deficiency syndrome. Yeah, totally. Whatever that is. Yeah, I wasn't talking about anything else. I was just talking about... Tell me I can't say a disease? So anyway, the character got something very bad from doing stuff that was very bad. And then he passed away in Minecraft. Is that better, algorithm? Is that cryptic enough? You will just call it grid? Well, that one's way over my head. Gay related? How did I know? I was thinking that too. I was like, gay? Definitely gay. The G stands for gay. I don't know why it would block the abbreviation. That's just, yeah, what if someone is actually talking about having like an aid that helps them do stuff? Or first aid. Or again, marital aids. Which seem to be perfectly appropriate to talk about in Stardew streams. Stardew streamer hater. It wouldn't be capitalized. Well, what if someone was very emphatically explaining it? We're just going back and forth here now. We're bantering, but you get the idea. I can think of some context where someone would genuinely be like exclaiming that word in all caps. So anyways, looks like the believers are probably going to get it. And I think it can entirely be attributed to the luck buff we got today from the statue, giving us effectively plus 10 luck when you combine our 2 luck rings, the plus 7 we're getting from the magic rock candy, and the plus in the ginger ale, and that one gives us a plus 10 luck, which is absolutely insane. I saw Mr. Beast share a post today, and at first I was like, oh, this is interesting. So apparently the Mr. Beast brand is looking for 3 new creatives, basically. And they said, all you have to do is click this link and answer 3 questions. And obviously I'm not a fan of the Mr. Beast apparatus anymore, because it's clearly just a money sink. And the goal is to engagement farm, and it's in bad faith lately, I think. But I clicked it open because I was like curious what the 3 questions were. And the 3 questions were basically, what do you think about our last year's worth of content? What would you do differently? And what would you do better? And what are some ideas you have for future content? And I'm like, wow, so you're basically you're not only just engagement farming now, you're actually farming creative from people who actually want to work with you. And I know you're just feeding the answers into some AI that's summarizing everything given to you. And sure, they may pick 3 people at the end of it all and get them hired, but you know they're going to use the data they're getting from those three questions being answered by 1 million people. And it just makes me sad to know that, like, content creation went from, like, the stuff PewDiePie used to make and the good faith, and now it's just, like, just as corporate conglomerate as anything else that's been shitified in the last 2 decades. That's my rant for today. Don't be like Mr. Beast. You know who we're missing today? We're missing Lou. I'm missing Lou's 2 cents. Alrighty, that marks 800 golden mystery boxes, so we are resolving the prediction to a big fat yes. Congratulations to the one person who was a believer. It's probably Mrs. Shift. If I was a creator, I'd rather do Thankmas with Jacksepticeye than do a Mr. Beast thing. Yeah, Mr. Beast stuff is just so exaggerative and overdone lately. It's all just explosions and how much free money can I give to this person, and so stupid. Ever since he got that Amazon show, he's just been a different person, it feels like. And I do actually remember kind of liking Mr. Beast content when it was fresh and new, like when he filled up that pool with Orbeez like 8 years ago. And it was just like him and a couple of friends making a backyard viral video, and it had that like original Dude Perfect feel, and it was fun. Now you just know he's trying to make as much money and squeeze as much merchandising out of literally everything he does, that the soul is gone. My sister and I have sibling food dates every month where we just gossip about crap, and she brought Taco Bell this week. Now I have indigestion. I love that. I haven't had Taco Bell in a long, long time. But you know what? The food's so good going down that it's worth the severe colon disruption. I'm a big fan of that cheesy gordita crunch. Oh, and I could totally just put down like a dozen Doritos Locos Tacos. Those are so good. Oh man, I may have to get some Taco Bell. I may have to do a Taco Bell run. I should do it for the Saturday stream. Just have explosive diarrhea like 3 times in the middle of the 10-hour stream. The prices were so good at Taco Bell that you couldn't help yourself, Cloud says. Yeah, I think they reduced their prices as a promotion to get people back in the door after the whole explosive diarrhea parasite fiasco that took over the country, that apparently started with their lettuce vendor. Turns out poisoning people is a good way to lose their...
An instrument?
No,
Is mayonnaise?
mayonnaise is not an instrument. Horseradish is not an instrument either.
Not like we'd be able to tell where it came from. Probably not. 899. I'm gonna put star luck buff. I still haven't been able to crack 1,000 golden mystery boxes in a single day, but the average so far with just 12 days is 792, just under 800, which is a lot. I think now's a good time to get back into opening up some golden mystery boxes since it's just about 8:30 now. So we're going to do that. We're going to turn up the music a bit. Oh, here's my other farm. Wait a minute. Oh, this is a copy of the... Okay, I was wondering where that... Hey, that's a good sign. 333. 333 hours. Alrighty. Let's go crack some mystery boxes. Let's see, we got 7,900 is 8. And we have just crossed the 25% mark on how many golden mystery boxes we need. And in that same kernel, we also got 22 more golden animal crackers, getting us up to 276, which is pretty good. Making some steady progress every time we get on, which is awesome. Let's go ahead and open up our barn doors and see if we can't name a few more chickens before we go do a golden box opening spree. Mantis, you're in a shitty mood? Lay it on me. What's got you down, champ? It's gonna be shift hangout hour here for a little while we open up 2,000 more mystery boxes. I'm gonna turn the music up a little bit. We're gonna all vibe out a little bit. I'm gonna turn my music down so it's not distracting me too much. Girl, just vent to us. It's why we're here. Exactly. All right, there we go. All right, let's go gamble. Actually, let's go hit some some ginger real quick, and then we'll go to Robin and get one more upgrade. Just family stuff? Yeah, absolutely. I wouldn't air out laundry. I mean, I want to provide as much help as I can, but yes, please, no intensely private discussion. But of course, you know, in a general sense, I am known for my abilities in therapy. I'm a very therapeutic person.
I take everything very seriously. I'm the kind of person who you can tell anything to, because I definitely won't take it out of context or turn the question around on you. I've been told I'm a very supportive person, and I usually am very helpful and totally not a jokester.
Totally not someone who would change my voice just to make jokes about serious things. And lighten the mood a little bit.
Okay, no, but seriously, all jokes aside, I hope everything is okay. I hope you're doing all right. And if that made you laugh, that was the intent. All right, we did not get any ginger here, so let's go buy our next thing from... I'm coming for your bag? What do you got in that bag? What bag? What kind of bag are we talking about? I'd like to open 2,000. I'm going to start a prediction today, guys. We're going to do 8 auto petters today, yes or no. Let's do 9. We're going to open 2,000 mystery boxes. We're going to do 9 auto petters as the prediction. Wouldn't I like to know? Oh, gosh. Get that out of here. Get that out of here. It's not 9 p.m. yet. Although it's almost 9 p.m., so I respect the grind. I respect the commitment. I'm gonna turn off my AC because it's cold in here. We're waiting for Robin to wake up. Ugh. That one is crazy. The Falcon Dumper is absolutely crazy. No doubters today. I see you guys all believe we're gonna get 9 auto petters. We are due. Not my fault. I'm dragging a wagon. Stop it right there. That's Mrs. Shift's wagon you're talking about. Time wasn't moving in the game while we were waiting. That's crazy. Let's stab her awake. There she goes. She's coming. She's gonna build our coop for us. It's workout day? Yep, it is. That's why I'm gonna use this exploit to really quickly get an upgrade out of her. She can go do her thing. I'm just gonna take advantage of this exploit to get her to also do my thing. No, I know. I know. You gotta wait a little longer. She's gotta sleep in at least. If we're gonna take advantage of her services, we should at least let her sleep in a little bit. Alright. Now then. Why are you talking about CDL in here? That is...
Hey! That is sexual harassment. You were supposed to be head of the HR department, talking about, do I got a CDL for this ass? That's crazy. That is crazy.
Yes, I do have a CDL for my ass, but that does not mean, or that is not an invitation for you to mention it. Very inappropriate, Mrs. Shift. Very inappropriate. We'll be talking after class, young lady.
Alright. Enough flirting with my wife. Let's play a video game. Leave my account
Leave
followed.
me account is now following.
Did you like that? Leave my account? That's so nice. Welcome to the stream. Always nice to get a new follower. Alright guys, we gotta open up some boxes. Let's just put in a lot of this junk and crud. Okay. All right, now it's time to sit back, enjoy the tunes. Have I noticed the new tips thingy when loading the games? No, I haven't. New tips when loading the games? Is that a thing, guys? Is that over my head? Am I Shift U? Really? I didn't notice that. Interesting. Well, it's always good to get extra tips when you're playing this game. I've been saying to even the experts that it doesn't matter how much you play, there's always something new to learn in Stardew Valley. Oh, by the way, the follower we just received got us to 69 followers.
Which is pretty nice. Pretty nice. Pretty darn nice.
Lost your train of thought? Good. Get your mind off of the bad and think about how nice it is that I have a 69th follower. Well, we've now hit the point in the stream, and this is going to be a common theme for the next couple of streams, where I am going to sit here and open boxes. And I am also going to read chat very closely, because this is not the most engaging thing you could be doing in Stardew Valley. Anybody out there with a life problem they want to talk about? Anybody out there looking for advice from the old Shiftmeister? I'll tell you how to do stuff poorly. A whiteboard commission would suck right about now. Actually, it would. I'm going to disable that. I will refund a whiteboard commission right now. Do not submit for a whiteboard commission. Normally, I am inviting to the whiteboard commissions. Oh, you guys gonna get that? I think someone's knocking on your door, guys. That one's a dud. I might remove it from the pool. Where are these tips supposed to be? He might have a mod. You sure you don't have a mod, Cloud? I'm a dud, but no one removed me from the pool.
That is incredibly unfair. What an unfair assessment of me. I'm just gonna do the rest of the mystery box opening with my my chipmunk voice on. You know what? There's gotta be someone new lurking. I'm gonna explain the challenge to new people who are lurking, guys, because I can't bear to sit and not hear myself talk for more than 2 minutes. Especially not in the chipmunk voice. So I'm going to explain the entire challenge in chipmunk voice now. Alright? If you're new here, if you're lurking, if you haven't followed but you're new and you're a unique viewer who just stumbled upon the stream labeled "I accidentally found the fastest money-making method in Stardew and it's evil," and you're wondering what the hell I'm doing here opening up 2,000 golden mystery boxes, just know that this is still part of the stream and that what I am doing is conducive with the method that I was referring to in the title. You have not been clickbaited, you've just shown up a little bit late. Now let me explain. I decided to find the fastest method for making money in Stardew Valley. It turns out it's golden chickens. Excuse me. Chipmunk voice can be very, very tiring. It turns out that it's golden chickens. Now, to acquire the industrial complex necessary to facilitate the maximum golden chicken output, I would need 160 deluxe coops, each with an auto petter and an auto grabber, and 12 golden chickens, all of whom have been given golden animal crackers. You can see the counters above my name. I have 22 out of 160 auto petters grabbed so far. I wish that I did the Joja route for this particular world, but I did not, so I cannot purchase auto petters. All I can do is get them from golden mystery boxes or skull cavern treasure chests. So I have opted to go for golden mystery boxes by finding and using the method that also happens to make a lot of money, which is orphan slaying. Now, what do I mean by orphan slaying? Well,
I'm going to use my deep voice to explain that one to you. Orphan slaying is the process of dubbing your children by giving them up using a prismatic shard at the witch's hut. When you do this, the game will log how many children you have abandoned using prismatic shards at the witch's hut. It keeps this number saved in the code, and when you activate an Easter egg on fall 26th by watching your TV, you will find a mysterious message, and the Easter egg is basically your deceased children who are coming back to punish you. That's an interesting Easter egg, I know. So the Easter egg will lead to you finding all of your deceased children in the witch's hut. Meaning if you have, let's say, 100 of them, which I do, which took me 30 hours to get, of continuous sleeping over and over again, your 100 children will be there at the witch's hut waiting to attack you in the form of cursed dolls, which are basically just reskinned iridium bats. They do count as monsters, and they do drop monster drops, meaning that you can defeat them and benefit from not only getting golden mystery box drops and golden animal cracker drops, but also if you have a level 4 parrot egg, which is a trinket you will get with combat mastery, you can drop money from them as well. And it doesn't stop there, because every time you leave and come back to the witch's hut, the 100 children will be there waiting for you again. Those 100 children will respawn indefinitely, meaning you can defeat them as many times as you enter the witch's hut every day. If you were to do this method with a high luck set, that means eating a magic rock candy, which you will get plenty of from doing this, and a key ginger ale, which is using key seasoned ginger ale, you can give yourself the highest luck possible in the game with 2 luck rings, and you can drop about 2 million G just from 100 of these children in one day, using an iridium needle to defeat them and a high crit build.
Alright, enough deep voice. Do we all get the idea? So, the best method for making money in this game, it's not ancient fruit, it's not fairy rose honey, it's not mystic trees and mushroom logs. The best method is literally making use of this Easter egg and stabbing cursed orphan doll souls. And I will prove this in the coming weeks by continuing to grind as many souls as I can get there in this vanilla world with no mods, manually, without changing the code to get the number higher, even though I know I could and I know how to. And I will prove, beyond a shadow of a doubt, that it is the best active money-making method in the game. And when I say active, that means not passive, like the golden chickens, which are the best passive money-making method in the game, yielding about 5 million daily G in revenue. But the best active method is clearly doing what I am doing with the parrot trinket and repeatedly stabbing the orphans at the witch's hut. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Any questions? Yes, 5 million G a day just from the golden chickens, and then if we compound that with 2 to 3 million G a day, depending on how many we can get from the dubs reliably past a certain point, we should be able to break 8 million G a day, combining both methods. I don't know if anyone has ever documented that amount of revenue per day. I don't know if anyone's ever been insane or committed enough to even try what I'm doing. I am flattered to hear that you think my voice should sound like the deep version, the deep voice changer. That is very flattering. You love the financial math of this? I do too. That's why I do it. It's quite fun for me. What do you think I plan to do with all that money, by the way? What man in his right mind would need to make 8 million G a day? I'll tell you. I'll tell you what man. The man who wants to build 600 golden clocks on his farm. A chatter mentioned it. They suggested it would be a ridiculous idea. When I wondered how I would do anything with the amount of money, I thought I would just hit the integer limit, but no. I thought, why stop at the integer limit? Why not just build as many of the most expensive item in the game, building in the game, as I can to flex on the entire community? I'm a man with lofty dreams. And I will open each golden mystery box one by one until I have hit one of them. Man, I could go for an ice cold seltzer though, I tell you. Oh,
Attention,
that
chat. Mantis Fox has issued a legally binding hydration order.
That is
Compliance is mandatory.
so cruel, because I drank all the seltzer I had here, so now I just have water and it's not ice cold. It's room temperature. Well, thank you anyways. I guess that satisfies it a bit. I was thinking about how much of a movie I can actually get out of this ridiculous challenge. I'm thinking I might get like a 30-minute banger out of this because of how little nuance there is to it. It's basically just abandon children, make money off of them, repeat. Want to know something silly but mundane? What do you got? Entertain me while I sit here opening boxes, please. Rivet me. Oh boy, we got the Legend of Zelda music. saying the jet lag is worse in Japan than it is in America? Is that the idea? Wait, you're not from America, are you, Cloud? Are you American? What's loud? What's loud? What? What did I miss? This Zelda-ass music. There, that's probably better. Oh my god, it's doing another one. Hang on. Oh no, 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 no. That's just it getting faded out. Thank goodness. Oh, they said they didn't get much jet lag and tried to think it would be the same coming back, but it wasn't. I see. Yeah, I don't travel between time zones often. You are from the States. I see. How much money would you have to donate for me to attempt to sing the mermaid song? I'm not shy, but it's gotta be worth my while. Let's start the bidding at, I don't know, like 50 bucks. I'm also, I genuinely, I probably more than that, honestly. Oh, that's your treat. That's your free sample. That's your second free sample. No more free samples. Please do not donate me money to play that song with my mouth. What a strange way to refer to the verb of singing. Does it for free anyway? In this economy. It's not even hard. Singing's easy. I'll do anything right now. I'm bored as hell opening these golden mystery boxes. About bored as hell. I am pretty easy. Singing well is not. No, definitely not. Anybody can sing. Singing well, though, that ain't easy. You got a whole degree in it and you still sound like shit. Part of me feels like singing is not something you can learn. I mean, obviously you can learn if your basis is good, but if you're not equipped with American Idol level pipes, you're probably never going to be able to learn your way into remarkable singing talent. Some people are just born with the pipes. And then some people don't know they're born with the pipes and they never learn how to use them. That's my experience. I don't know much about singing, though. I just always assumed it was something that you had to kind of be born with. Kind of like those dudes who know how to hula hoop really well. How do they do it? God dang it, I'm so rigid. I don't know how to do the hula hoop. You have a great gospel voice. I believe that. Some of the choir people at the church I used to go to as a kid were great singers. But I can't imagine that they could belt the notes out the same way for like a Kelly Clarkson song that they could for the gospel. Revolts against classical, is that a good thing? Isn't classical like Beethoven? working hard towards a dream is what makes it worth it. Where is our first auto petter? Believers are in shambles. Believers have been scammed. I'm getting scammed too. I mean, this is remarkably unlucky. We only got 8 auto petters in our last 2,000. And now, it appears we're carrying that streak. Because we haven't even gotten one, and we're on our 450th box. I see. So tension affects how your finished voice is produced when singing. But like, is it possible to relax to a point where you can use your voice to its fullest capabilities? Yeah, I know, Cloud. I'm gonna trust the process. Yeah, we're gonna do until we get 160 auto petters. That's gonna be all there is. I just can't wait for the long sleep when we're basically gonna get to do nothing but sleep and spawn golden chickens into the world. I think in the interest of finishing this project, guys, we probably won't grind more doves out at the end. We'll go with however many we have, and I will add a disclaimer to the end of the video, because I know nobody is going to sit down and do what the hell I'm doing right now, and the extra 100 doves isn't going to make a huge difference on the awe factor of the video. So I'm thinking that it'll basically be communicated like this. You can also do this, and you can even do better. But will you sit down for 60 hours of your life and do it? Probably not, because that's how long it would take to get more doves than what we already have. And realistically, once we're done opening these 32,000 golden mystery boxes, we are basically done with the challenge. The challenge at that point will be long sleeping. Of course, realistically, we'll be doing the method that we're doing now, which is stabbing the orphans for money. But you get the idea. I'll keep track of how much money we're making, and we should be able to just power grind to buying golden clocks. Well, you're going to be getting more than 101 doves, but are you going to be making this video is the question. I got a pretty big head start. I think the idea will basically be to create the narrative that this exists and let other people have fun with the process. Although I could just painfully put myself through 200 more doves to prove a point. I'll have to handle this internally. The question is, do I want to stream for an extra 2 weeks of dove grinding? Because it took roughly a week and a half, including a 10-hour stream, to get the first 100 doves, meaning it'll probably take 3 weeks and 2 10-hour streams to get to 300, and I think the diminishing returns would start to apply around there, and also I think the computer would have a hard time handling that many doves. Are you going to attempt this, Mantis? Are you prepared? You're doing that for your 999 farm. Or are you doing 200 dubs just for fun? just for funsies. Okay, you are doing it for your 999 farm. I thought you said not for my 999 farm. Yeah. No, I think that makes sense. I mean, you don't have to get 999 trinkets because you can't stack them anyway, right? I see. I think the gist of my point in saying 100 dubs is enough for this challenge specifically, and this YouTube video specifically, is to say that it's like pouring water into a pool. I think that for the YouTube video's sake, this kind of communicates the idea. And if someone's insane enough to try to make a video and one-up it and go and say, well, I got 200 dubs, more power to them. It'll only create more search engine optimization and impressions. Because I came up with the idea first. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Not to say I'm the first person who ever did this, but I'm probably the first person to ever use it in the way that I'm using it right now. We got one cracker just now, as you mentioned that. Oh, one of each kind of trinket as in one of each level? Yeah, that... You should have no problem. You should take 1 day at the... 1 day of orphan stabbing. This seed sucks. The only good thing about this is that we are getting through them rather quickly. But I mean, talk about agony. I can't believe it. Hopefully the law of large numbers corrects and we get like 15 auto petters and 1,000 stack at some point, but there's our first one. Finally, speak of the frickin' devil. Oh my goodness. Absolutely outrageous how long it took to get that. Do you guys think it would be viable? No, hang on. I just answered my own question in my head. I was going to ask if it would be viable to use this as a method to achieve mastery, but I realized you can't get golden mystery boxes, which would drop these books without having achieved mastery anyways. Statistically, it should be happening. At some point, our luck will normalize and we will get a huge batch of auto petters in a short period of time. I'm certain of it. This is only our... What is it? I think this is our 5,000th box opening once we're done with this stack. And then after this, we'll have opened 6,000 when the second stack is done. Putting us just under about a fifth of the way through. So by that point... Oh, divided by 0 by accident. At this point, we should have 32 auto petters total. But currently we have only 23 and 1,300 boxes to go, so... I'm waiting for my streamer luck, honestly. You stole that? Give it back.
Give me back my streamer luck. I need that. How will I convert followers to subs now? How will I expand Shift Industries?
No. That one looks like a lobster plotting. That one doesn't even look like a fox. You should tell Ray to fix his emote. It looks like a fox over here. It looks like a lobster rubbing his hands together on my... I could tell fox is your favorite animal, Mantis. Yeah, I could. I have the power of inference. Not to be confused with the power of indifference, which I wish I had. Oh yes, welcome back. The power of flatulence, I have that. But my mic is nice and dynamic, so it never picks it up when I fart. I've already farted 6 times in this stream. Second auto petter pog. Do I know what Chikawa is? Did you just make me say a bad word in a language I don't know? What's Chikawa? Is that like Chakra from Naruto? What are these emotes? I am telling Rays you called his orange dogs foxes. Those are dogs? No way those are dogs. They look like foxes. Wait a minute. That one literally is called Ray's Fox. What's going on here? Where's the stream fart counter? Oh, crap. You know what? I should have a stream fart counter. Look it up, it's really cute. Oh man, you know what? I should have a stream fart counter. I wonder if I can code something that tracks how many random fart sound effects have been played all time and just has it like counter somewhere. I know I can do it, in fact. I know I can do it because I am very good at stuff. Very, very good at stuff. I'm so good at stuff that I know I can do that. Burp and fart counter? Should I add burp sounds to the maybe I should add burp sounds to the random sound effects. Maybe I should just make it fart and burp sounds. I'm not a CS nerd, I'm a ChatGPT nerd. Remember, ChatGPT can code anything you want. You don't actually have to know how to code anymore. You just have to know how to ask.
I'm about to go down to Taco Bell and get me a Baja Blast.
A Baja Blast. You can just go to... No, I do not cheat. Shut up. ChatGPT is not cheating. Do I understand the code that it writes? No. Do I think I could write it on my own were I to actually give a crap and write it out myself? Yes. But ChatGPT can do it instantly, and then I just have to compile it and copy it into streamer.bot, and then we all get a highly nice produced stream, and I don't have to tire myself out so my commentary lags because I spent so long coding something silly like a fart sound tracker. I could just learn to code like a real streamer. No. I don't have to do that. Why are you rage baiting me?
Why are you rage baiting me? Why are you rage baiting me? What's up with that, man? I'll have you know I figured out how to change my voice like this without ChatGPT. Thank you very much. Alright? That's a bald-faced lie. That's a bald-faced lie. I also use ChatGPT to help me code this.
After I bought it from some third-party vendor? What do you mean, the pitch changer? No. I installed something, and then I changed some settings, and then applied them as an OBS filter. And then I went into streamer.bot and I coded in a hotkey. I activated a trigger, which is a hotkey that changes my voice and activates the filter that I put on my mic. If you must know all the behind the scenes of it. When I first debuted it, I was using an OBS plugin. Very cheap, very not good. But then I discovered that there is a third party that will allow you to install what are called VST2, whatever it is. Oh God, don't make me go too deep into it. I just have surface level knowledge of this crap.
All I know is I can make my voice sound like Shaquille O'Neal at will now because of the work that I and ChatGPT put into setting up this stream. So there you go. Just so we're aware.
I actually, Ketchup, that's a great idea, and I was thinking about trying that out. Would you guys be interested in paying like 5,000 shift points to change my voice against my will for 5 minutes? I feel like that'd be a reasonable exchange. You guys all say yes. 2,000? No, 2,000. Now we're bargaining. All right, maybe I'd make it like 3,000 for 5 minutes. No, 3,000 for 2 minutes. I said 5,000 for 5 minutes. I'd do 3,000 for 2 minutes. 2,500, no more. Okay, 2,500 for 2 minutes. Final offer. I'll code it for Saturday's stream. That actually sounds really fun, and I've been thinking about new rewards I can add that would implement things I've already set up, so I don't have to set up too much new stuff. So you guys want a fart tracker. All right, here. Let's see if I can write left-handed. I am a righty. Hang on, I can use my left hand to click. Yep, I can use my left hand to click. And I can use my right hand to write down notes. I am a multitasker. And as long as I don't get too many things that I don't have a stack of, we want fart counter. I'm going to add burp sounds, by the way, guys. I'm going to add burp sounds, so it's going to be fart and burp sounds. I think that's appropriate for us. Right-handed people. I should have known you're left-handed. Satan worshiper, Stan worshiper in Minecraft. Satan and Minecraft worshiper, Herobrine worshiper. Fart and burp sound counter, and then change my voice reward. All right. God, my handwriting's horrible. Absolutely disturbingly ugly handwriting. You guys read that? Let's see. See? You guys see my handwriting? Have you ever seen anything more beautiful than that? Hang on. Hang on. I swear I had it. Hang on. Almost there. Almost there. There you go. You like that? You like that? That's the best I can do. There you go. See that? Can you read that? Fart and burp. Fart and burp sound counter and change my voice reward. You see that? You see how I really put the W in there for reward? Voice changer sounds like a banger. I think it'd be really funny. Now, do you guys want to choose the voice? Should I make two separate ones so you can give me Chipmunk voice or you can give me Shaquille O'Neal voice? Or do you guys want it to be a random voice? What do you think? What do you think makes more sense? I can only read that because I read MD script for a living. I was a doctor in a separate life. I did want to be a doctor as a kid for the longest time. But I decided to not do that because that would have been way too much effort and money. Your handwriting is more beautiful. I believe it. Statistically, lefties are more intelligent and attractive and bettable. Bedabble. New word discovered. The things gays can teach you guys. Cloud Mess says, my eyes. I don't care about having terrible handwriting. I always use the cope that people with bad handwriting just think too quick for their hands. And it's true.
But really, I'm just really lazy, and I don't like to. I don't like to make my words flowery.
You know who likes to make her words flowery? Mrs. Shift. Mrs. Shift's been practicing her signature since we got married, and she's taken my last name. And she sits there and she writes it out for like 25 seconds. Every little curve and valley is so perfectly illustrated. And then my signature is just like 2 scribbles and a line through them. Ketchup, you strike me as the neurodivergent type who would also write, who also think too quickly for how they write. Pure white on your screen, Cloud Mess says. Yeah, sorry about blinding you guys there over on YouTube. Really good balance of legible and shit handwriting. I like to think of it as a security mechanism. That way, if I ever write down anything that's sensitive information, the burglar needs to also know my penmanship tendencies to know what the hell it is I just wrote. That's why I don't feel bad about leaving passwords out. But what are they gonna do? They'll have to guess several characters between multiple different options that they can't tell. We have a whiteboard in our kitchen, and we like to write out what meals we're going to be having for the week so we can better plan grocery shopping and take care of that and know what we're having for dinner that night. And yeah, Mrs. Shift will literally come after I'm done writing in the things that I want, and she will erase the things I've written, and she will rewrite them, and it will take her 5 whole minutes of sitting there and writing the things that took me 2 minutes to write, just because she can't stand looking at it all week. So, needless to say, we have a very clean and tidy household. Thank goodness. It's not me. I have nothing to do with it. In fact, I am probably an enemy of that endeavor. Why doesn't she just write it instead of letting you do it? Ah, well, here, we've reached the crux of the argument. See, because sometimes I say I want something for dinner, and she's not there to write it on the board, so I write it on the board. I take the initiative. That way we don't forget. But suddenly I'm the terrible writer. I'm the butthead. So anyways, I really don't feel like sleeping on the couch tonight, so I'm gonna leave it at that. Why is it always up to the woman? Well, I write it on the board. I take care of it. It's just she wants it done a certain way. What do you mean? If women weren't so particular about how they wanted things done. Not only do we have to do whatever you ask, we also have to do it your way. Well, hang on now. There's something in this world called compromise, ladies and gentlemen. Danger, danger, danger. Okay, yeah, that couch is calling my name. Yeah, no, she's not gonna make me sleep on the couch. We're pretty cool. We can laugh about this. Genuinely, sometimes it's just like I'll be coming up with the ideas, and she'll be busy in the other room doing something. But we're talking about what we wanna have. I just think it's funny that she will like compulsively come over after we've talked about what we're having for the week and like rewrite all the things I put in there nicely instead of the chicken scratch that I leave behind. And I know she can read my handwriting because she erases it and rewrites it. So it's not a matter of her not being able to read it. It's a matter of her just not liking the way I wrote it. Go figure. Check Discord. What do you got? Hey, I'll check. Your handwriting's not too bad. Guys, Danny posted in Discord his handwriting. It looks, no, it's really not bad. It looks like, you take the time to print, which is good. Some people don't even bother lifting up the pencil. Handwriting reveal. Guys, feel free to share your handwriting in Discord, I guess. It's the equivalent of seeing a frame uneven and wanting it straight. Yes, exactly, Cloud. That's what I think, too. It's just kind of like you see something that's out of place and you just have to straighten it out. I understand. I just think it's quirky. Utterly abysmal luck on this stack, only pulling 2 auto petters in a stack of 1,000 golden mystery boxes. It's definitely some OCD on your behalf. Hey, and speak of the devil, and he appears. That's our 3rd auto petter. Not bad, not bad. All right, 3 in a stack isn't too bad. Low-key forgot this was a Stardew stream. Yeah, because we're just sitting here opening up boxes. I did this to myself. There's a mod that could resolve all of this for us, but I refuse. I'm too stubborn. I will willingly suffer because I am a stubborn person. The gameplay is so boring. Well, at least you're honest about it. But at least the music is funky and jammin'. What is Pathos Child item spawner? I can appear in 2 places at once for no reason, says Oh Yes. Well, that's incredible. Thank you so much for engagement farming on both platforms for me. I really appreciate that. Ah, Pathos Child. Oh, I see. Item spawner? Yeah, that would definitely do it. Now I understand what you were trying to say. You were trying to say, oh, you could just spawn in 160 auto petters. That will really speed things up. The funny thing is, doing it this way actually juices up my gameplay time on Steam so that I can claim that I'm a better player than other people because I have a big number next to my name. It says, has played Stardew Valley for 1,500 hours. In reality, 300 hours of that was just me doing stupid grindy crap for this challenge specifically. 100 hours of sitting here opening golden mystery boxes. But I know a thing or two about Stardew Valley. Mantis says, I feel attacked. Real. You may have 10,000 hours, but how many of that was spent idling doing horribly monotonous and repetitive shit? Miss Graceful says, hi, Shift. Hello, Miss Graceful. How are you? Thanks for joining us on YouTube. Hope you're doing well tonight. We're opening up golden mystery boxes, so it's a bit of a boring, monotonous stream, but happy to see you. Thanks for joining us. Venton over on YouTube says what? Venton, what the hell are you doing over there? I'm okay with you being on both. I really appreciate that. That's great for engagement. This game got really hard to play near the end of perfection for me because all I was doing was grabbing items and looking at the wiki to see what I hadn't crafted. Yeah, I get that. The game really does feel like a checklist if you're playing for perfection specifically. Once you memorize it all, it feels a bit more fluid and fun, but yeah, it was a lot of wiki checking for me too. And even now, it's still a lot of wiki checking. Sometimes I have a conceptual question. Like we were talking about the slimes earlier. There's just stuff that I don't know about, and the only way I know about it is to play it. And just suffer through figuring it out. But thankfully, there's a wiki that handles that. You want wiki checking? Try the 999. Imagine the first guy doing 999 realizing he had to get 999 Midnight Squid Ink row. And wondering how the fuck he was gonna do that. If you hatch slimes inside your house, your spouses don't like it. Perhaps I should torture Shane by hatching 10... Wait, guys. Will the slimes breed in my house? Because I can think of a pretty fun video if they will. You think Pineapple House was funny? Wait till you see Slime House. They can breed in the house? Oh my god. Do you know what this means? It's time to torture Shane even further. Actually, does Krobus like the slimes? That's a real question. Does Krobus like slimes? Do it? We should. We should do like a freaking side video and just have like 700,000 slimes in my house at once. No, he does not. He kills them. All spouses kill them? The spouses will dispatch of my slimes? What if there's like hundreds of thousands of them? Is that... I mean, it's not like they could kill hundreds of thousands of slimes. They can take them out? I hadn't realized that I was married to SEAL Team 6 members. This must be tested for science. I agree. Hundreds of thousands will take my computer out. Sir, may I direct you to the About card in my Twitch About page? It says my computer's specs. If it takes out my computer, that would be very surprising. I think the game would crash before my computer had a problem with it. Imagine there was a hidden feature where they pull a gun out and there's too many. You've heard of the Infinity Blade, the Infinity Gavel. Try my Infinity AR-15. If they get in the vicinity of the slimes will go bye-bye. They just one-shot them? That's crazy. I wonder if I can make like a quick short where I just have Shane lawn mowing hundreds of thousands of slimes in the house. Mobile Stardew is like a completely different animal from PC Stardew. PC Stardew is where it's at. Playing this game on keyboard and mouse is just so much more fun, and I just can't stand playing with any other kind of controls. I did play it, I don't know if I ever played it, but I think Mrs. Shift was playing it on Switch. And I just couldn't, I can't fathom. I don't know if I played it. If I did, I repressed it. But not being able to like navigate my inventory with my mouse, for example, would just drive me nuts. You can zoom out incredibly far on mobile though. Okay, well that's interesting. Thankfully, I have a mod that lets me zoom out, a quality of life mod that's not a total cheese machine like other mods. Maybe the Easter egg is the AR-15, you never know. It's possible. Could you imagine Concerned Ape implemented a AR-15 for someone putting in surpassing 100,000 slimes in their house? Something that nobody has ever found. Playing on Ally and then Switch is what really sucks. The button layouts are different. Pain. Yeah, that reminds me of when I used to play Call of Duty, and then I would transition over to a non-traditional first-person shooter like Far Cry, or a single-player world-based game like that, and the like knife, the melee and the crouch buttons would be flip-flopped, or the reload button, or the jump button would be Y instead of A. And I'd have to like reorient my thinking for the month-long phase of me playing a game that wasn't Call of Duty. Ape did say there's an Easter egg no one had found. Oh my gosh, wouldn't it be crazy if it were really the AR-15 though? It's so well hidden because the game will shit itself before it could ever happen. Stardew was actually the first time I've gotten used to playing on mouse and keyboard. It's a pretty friendly game to learn mouse and keyboard on as far as the WASD goes. Minecraft was really good for that. Minecraft was one of the first games I learned to play on mouse and keyboard. Yep, oh yes, and I are on the same page about that. I think a lot of people's first mouse and keyboard game was Minecraft. I remember playing Minecraft for the first time on my Xbox 360 though, and that was a time. Those were the days. Yeah, Minecraft nowadays has to be mouse and keyboard. There's just too many controls. It's just too agonizing. Yours is Half-Life. I've never played Half-Life. Actually, I had a friend who played Half-Life, and I was there when he was playing it, but I never actually played it. So I've seen Half-Life gameplay in person, but never actually played it. But yeah, that's another one that a lot of people learn to play mouse and keyboard on too. Diablo, yeah. All right, here's a memory noodle for you guys, all right? Because I bet this is gonna get somebody. All right, my mom used to buy the computer games for me that were made for kids specifically to learn kind of like how to use computers at a young age. And one of them was like, I think it was called Putt Putt, and it was this little purple car, and it was just like a children's game, like a puzzle game. You would go to different scenes and you would be able to click on stuff to interact with it and then like solve whatever the problem was. Let's see if anybody remembers Putt Putt. Is there one person of the 36 combined concurrent viewers watching right now who knows what Putt Putt is? The children's PC game that you would get on a I think it was a CD or a floppy disk. I can't even remember. I was like 6 years old when I played this. You've heard of it, okay. The Incredible Machine. I don't know about that one. Maybe I know of it. Danny says, sigh. I know of that game because I am Unk. I'm just digging deep into my brain while we're mystery boxing. Pulling out the most obscure references I can find. You loved Tim? So you do know Tim. You do know of Putt Putt. I don't remember anything about putt-putt outside of the fact that I know putt-putt. Does that make sense? Like, I have nothing about it other than the core memory that I know of the game and the mascot character and maybe a couple of scenes in my mind. But I do not know anything beyond that. I repress childhood. Tim is the Incredible Machine. Oh, are you talking about the, Wait a minute. It's like an educational, shorts before shorts became a thing. And I think they were on YouTube. I watched them when I was in like 3rd grade. We're thinking of something else. If you write a poem, can I recite it in deep voice? I can certainly try, yes. Sure. I'll entertain that. As long as you don't make me say anything against terms of service. Yeah, I don't know what the Incredible Machine is, so you guys got me with that obscure reference. You've out-obscure referenced me. Which isn't very hard because I am a toddler. Definitely not Unk. Me, Unk? Never. If I become a dad, does that make me Unk? In a roundabout sense? Asking for a friend. I like to make underhanded comments about my elders all the time, Mantis. Nah, you just become daddy, bro. Alright, it's 9:47 p.m. Fair play. Fair play. That emote is diabolical. So, how can you get to use that emote here in this chat, but you guys can't use Chorse in other chats, by the way? What's up with that? Oh, I do love a good Rube Goldberg machine. What do you mean, bro, that is on me? Wait, is that something I can do? It's my settings? I'll mess with it. I do kind of want to raid out, but I also don't want to raid out if you guys can't use my emotes. I'll have to find it. I mean, I can mess with it right now. What setting do you think it would be? Does somebody who has a creator dashboard in their own emotes, can someone poke around on that for me so I can keep getting through these mystery boxes? Because I can't click off and derail mystery box opening. But if you point that setting out to me, I'll gladly change it. All right, here we go. I promised, he asked and he shall receive.
Orphan's table of access to orphan table that tables the access to the orphans of access who love tables and access to tables of orphans. But the orphans of tables cannot access orphan tables, that orphans who table orphans that cannot be tables of orphans who access thine who fall into the access of these tables of doom, and orphans of despair who access tables and use tables of the orphanage to dove all over the place. I said it was doving time and doves all over with the orphans who access.
That was your bedtime story for the night. If you're not asleep, I don't care. Take an Ambien or something. Your Vicodin's great for that. Thank you very much, good sire. Oh, you're certainly welcome. Good fellow. Baby Cakes BBL says, darn, that's a lot of loot boxes.
Baby Cakes BBL, darn, that's a lot of ass. Whole lot of ass over there. God dang, what you doing with all that ass?
I'm sorry, your name just begged for it. I apologize if you feel harassed. Baby Cakes BBL. You have a very colorful name. Nice mic effect, thanks. Thanks. It really colors things up because right now I've just spent the last hour opening up thousands of mystery boxes, so... You know, we try to keep things fun around here when we're just grinding out something ridiculous. Don't sick the authorities on me. Oh, Baby Cakes BBL, you're very welcome for the compliment. I must apply a brief disclaimer here.
I am married. But I'm sure you have a very nice rumper.
Anyways, things that aren't against terms of service. You guys hear about those Yankees? I am very curious how you mass acquired them. So what I did was, I slayed thousands of my deceased children. In a roundabout sense. Basically, I used an Easter egg that lets me turn the dove children, the children that I've given up in the game, into monsters, and then those monsters repeatedly respawn over and over again by use of an Easter egg. And I am able to farm them to drop golden mystery boxes by making use of luck buffs. In short, that's how it works. I have given up 101 children on this save file, so there's 101 of these monsters waiting for me at the witch's hut every time I go in there, so I can do this all day, every day, and continuously respawn 100 of them. And I am using an auto clicker to dispatch them in large quantities every time I enter the hut. And about 1 in every 10 of them drops a golden mystery box, so I take out about 80 every time I go into the hut. And I get roughly 10 mystery boxes every cycle. And I'm able to pull roughly 800 mystery boxes every day that I do this for a full day. And I need 32,000 to open them up for auto petters, since I did not do the Joja route for this save file, but I need auto petters for the project that I'm working on. That is the shortest, most summarized explanation I can give you. Would I do a Pokemon Nuzlocke? Yeah, I freaking love Pokemon, and I totally would. I absolutely love Pokemon. I do want to do Pokemon Challenge one day, but it's a very, very crowded space on YouTube, and I am interested in streaming to make YouTube videos exclusively. I don't want to do much like whimsy streaming until I feel like my YouTube library is fleshed out a bit more and I'm getting more passive revenue out of that, because I am kind of trying to run the page as a business right now. But I would love to do Pokemon in the future for sure. I love old school Pokemon. I'm not really big into the newer games, but everything from like Generation 5 and before I love. I'm a really, really big Pokemon nerd. Love Pokemon. Clint is not a creeper. I love Clint. I have no problem with Clint. Freaking love Clint. Each time you say it wrong, I cringe. What do you mean, Pokemon? My emotes are subscriber emotes and follower emotes under my page. They're not listed under an extension like VTTV or 7TV, no. Not that I know of, but if you can elaborate with a follow-up question, I might be able to clear that up for you if that doesn't answer your question. As far as I know, I just go under viewer rewards, and I think it's emotes. Hang on. Yeah, viewer rewards and emotes on the creator dashboard. And I have follower emotes and subscriber emotes there. Sing the song just one time. Oh! one? Bro keeps saying bro. Bro, only Pokemon game I played was Pokemon Red, bro. Bro, sing the song just one more time, bro. Bro, keep saying bro, bro. Bro? Bro? What's wrong with you guys? Did you contract stupid from somewhere? The Pokemon theme? Gotta catch 'em all! Hang on, I can't, hang on. I gotta take off my headphones, which are playing music. Alright.
I wanna be the very best, like no one ever was. To catch them was my real test. To train them is my cause. I would travel across the land, searching far and wide. Each Pokemon to understand the power that's inside. Pokemon, gotta catch 'em all. It's you and me, Pokemon. I know it's my destiny. I think I fucked something up somewhere. You teach me and I'll teach you, Pokemon.
Gotta catch 'em all! Gotta catch 'em all! Pokemon! Something like that. I think I screwed up the middle part of it, but gotta keep in mind, it's been a long time since I watched Pokemon anime. I also never watched it as an adult. I only watched it in sporadic chunks as a kid, so I never watched it in a continuous straight line. I was much more a fan of the games than I was the anime. But thank you for the opportunity to embarrass myself. Appreciate that. Where is this? This is incredible. This auto petter luck is absolutely trash baskets. At this rate, we're going to have to get 40,000 golden mystery boxes. If we made TTS sing copyright music, would it be bad? No, not at all. Go ahead. Make TTS say whatever you want. He's your little clanker boy. He's literally there for you to abuse. What do you mean? Have fun. TTS whatever you want. Bad words don't get rejected, by the way. They just get filtered into replacement words. I have it set so if you try to like make TTS say something, if you try to make Fred, he has a name. If you try to make Fred say something that you wouldn't say to your 6th grade teacher, then Fred will replace it with something that you would say to your 6th grade teacher. He's not a very good singer, though, so if you try to get him to sing song lyrics, I don't know if we'd get a copyright strike. Because he would sing them like this. There's no melody to that, because he is a robot. But I like where your head's at. What the frog? This is Bullshark, you son of a birch! Yeah, basically. Except funnier. They're not very funny. Like, I have him replace shit with shift. And, fork is fork. And, there's a few others that I probably shouldn't say, but are bad and... yeah. I could check what they are. I actually forget. I set them up a while ago. Like, when I first started streaming. Joke's on you. I would say anything to my 6th grade teacher.
That sounds like repressed childhood memories to me. Were you groomed? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Anyway, Shaq says some pretty weird stuff. How do I only have 3 auto petters? Yeah, I'm with you right there. I had some pretty cool 6th grade teachers too, but they would definitely pull me by my ear if I said anything too dirty. I was known for being a pretty rambunctious kid in 6th grade. I was pretty hard to tame in middle school. One time, the teacher was, this was 7th grade. One time, the teacher told me, No, it wasn't me. It was the whole class. I remember saying this in front of my whole class too, because I was a jokester.
Heist93 says,
Okay, sure,
somebody
that's fine.
once told me the world was gonna roll me, I ain't the sharpest tool in the shed. She was looking kinda dumb with her finger and her thumb and the shape of an L on her forehead. The years start coming and they don't stop coming, fed to the rules and I hit the ground running, didn't make sense not to live for fun, your brain gets smart but your head gets dumb, so much to do, so much to see, so what's wrong with taking the box streets? You'll never know if you don't go.
You never shine if you don't blow. So hey now, you're an all-star. Get your game on. I'm gonna play the starting music again. Thank you for that. See, I don't know if we'll get copyright struck for that. So anyway, as I was saying, my 7th grade teacher, this was around New Year's time. So she goes around the room and she's asking all the students, all of us, to tell what our New Year's resolution is. This is before class starts, and you know, it's just kind of like before we get into the lesson. Happy New Year, welcome back from break, everyone. What are your New Year's resolutions? So she comes up to me, and I was a portly kid as a young man. I was very chunky, I was chubby. So at the time, I had just kind of gained sentience and free will. So I decided to announce in front of the class that my New Year's resolution was to go on a diet because I needed to, quote, lose these love handles. Now, needless to say, she did notify my mother of the comment I made in class. She was pretty taken aback at the time, and my mother still to this day reminds me of that time she got a call from my 7th grade social studies teacher who basically told her that I announced to the class that I have love handles, which if you can't figure out is kind of inappropriate when you think about it, because love handles are handles for making love, and if a 12-year-old tells you they have them, that's definitely some colorful commentary. Great job, Fred. Anybody else have any funny stories from middle school? I can't be the only one. I'm definitely not the only person who was awkward at 12. I have a feeling some of you guys were awkward at 12 too, judging from my interactions with many of you. Were you telling your social studies 7th grade teacher that you had love handles awkward? Or were you a different flavor of awkward? I repressed a lot of my school years. Yeah. 69 followers?
Nice. 69 followers? Nice. That's pretty nice. It's really nice. Really nice.
He said, okay, bruh. Did I weird you out? I'm sorry. I once was whispering to a friend in class about the teacher, and she heard me, so she called me out on it. So then I whispered to my friend that she only heard me because of her whisper, 2000, and she then whipped the chalk at me and said, no, I didn't hear you with my whisper 2000. That's pretty funny. That sounds like you had a very charismatic teacher. That teacher deserves an award for being so funny. It's a hard trait for some of them to have. Ketchup says, everyone was really suspicious of me because I accidentally told this one girl all of her secrets and everyone thought I was always eavesdropping. It sounds like you had the Whisper 2000. Am I right? Jokes by shiftesque. Exclamation no. I carried around one of those big rectangular sketchbooks in my shoulder bag for a good 2 months like it was nothing. Looked hella out of place. I'm sure there were people who carried much more awkward and shapely items into schools before in history. So, worst things you could have had in that backpack, I guess. I remember randomly saying America several times in social studies at random. We were all just a bunch of... We were all a tinge-tistic at 12, weren't we? Just a tinge-tistic. You were all just a tinge-tistic. Right, old blokes, you were, right? But you were tinged. You were very tistic. Right, old tistic, tinge. Tistic, tistic. I'm having a stroke. Not a backpack in my purse. You were a middle schooler with a purse? That's my purse! I don't know you! Someone should roll the random sound effect, and if it rolls, that means that our stream is blessed. Because we have that sound effect. Still in school, though, so it wasn't that long ago? Ah, I see. I see. You have many more years of being awkward, then. Enjoy them. We'll observe your development with great interest. Is that the quote? Where's that from? Oh, you guys gonna pick that up? It's your mom calling to let you know how good of a time she had last night with Shift. Don't do that to me. Yeah, you're definitely not Unk yet if you're still in school. How dare you? Everybody in chat got by that. Who's calling me? Everybody got. I like having that one. Considering my mom is rotting, you have some odd taste, Shift. Whoa! There's always someone who's gonna have a dead mom when you make your mom jokes, and it makes you think about it. I'm sorry for your loss. I would be very alarmed if your mom was calling to tell you about the night she had with me, because I don't remember any rotting woman. I shall watch your career with great interest. That's what it is. Thank you, Mantis. Dead Parents Club? Guys, we are not... Actually, you know what? Yeah, this is a safe space. If you guys want to have a Dead Parents Club here, by all means. I know most of you are 40 at least. Bunch of unks. Droodle Toodle on YouTube says you're gonna need a landline to heaven to call my mom. I am also sorry for your loss, Droodle. Iridium banned from fishing? That's a 1 in 1,000 chance. Count your blessings. I got that once too. That's how I know that, because I also looked that up and was like, how rare is that? Nah, I just have dead grandparents. They all dead. Well, that's nice. And by that's nice, I mean, I'm sorry for your loss. The way you said that was very, very telling. That's how you're able to write such good poetry. They say the best artists have been through terrible, terrible trauma and hardship. My dad is dead, but I have no feelings about it, smiley face. Well, that's a sentence that I read. And I am also sorry for your loss, despite your indifference. Thankfully, both my parents are alive, but all my grandparents are also dead, personally. How do I put this lightly? I do miss them. I do miss my grandmother and my grandfather, especially. Right old blokes. Not a tinge of tism in them. Makes me wonder where I got it from, but... Indifference is better than hatred, question mark? Depends. Lost my grandmother on our birthday month, had the same birthday. Oh, that's terrible. That's terrible, and I'm sorry for your loss, too. Sounds like we've all lost somebody. We've all lost somebody along the way. I know the type, Danny. I think I'm putting 2 and 2 together about what you said now. Yeah, well, that's life. Not everybody's gonna see eye to eye to eye to eye to eye to eye to eye. Not everybody's gonna see eye to eye. My dad is currently cursing at Mario Kart.
Your dad sounds like a pretty cool dude. Sounds like a pretty cool dude, your dad. Pretty cool dude. Sounds like he's got everything figured out. You should try your best to be like him one day.
Freaking love Mario Kart. Mario Kart's goated. Alrighty, guys. It is looking like we are passing 1,700 Golden Mystery Boxes, and we've only pulled 3 auto petters. Terrible, abysmal luck. Seeing as the prediction is asking 9 auto petters today, I'll wait for this part to finish. Is it done? Ooh, 10 out of 10. Well shat. And then we get the shortest fart immediately after. It's like the aftershock from an earthquake. Yeah, it's looking pretty bleak for the believers. We would need 6 auto petters in the next 283. It's goated until the CPU blatantly cheats. You mean the blue shell. You feel like you got your coins worth out of that one? That is the jackpot fart. That's the long-winded road. That is the fart that everybody rolls for when they roll for fart sound effects, let's be real. Taco Bell fart. That's like eating 7,000 calories worth of Taco Bell in one sitting and then waiting and holding in all your farts for 6 hours until you finally release. That's the long-belated Taco Bell fart. Talk about beflated, beflatulence. Oh, Auto Petter, where are you? Are we having good luck so far? Cupid, welcome back. No. No, we are having very, very bad luck. Very, very bad luck. We have gotten 3 auto petters out of so far about 1,750 golden mystery boxes. The usual rate is 1 in every 200 we should be getting. By this point, we should have almost 8. So we are getting skunked really bad by the game. And I believe we should probably have some really lucky box opening sessions coming up to make up for this bad one, but only time will tell. It does suck. The believers are gonna be giving away their points, I think, unless we get some absolutely crazy, like, Pog Chorse action in here. It's a full moon tonight, Shift. Perhaps you need to sacrifice more children to appease the lunar gods. It's possible. Possible. I've already sacrificed over 100, but maybe those lunar gods are hungry. Appease Moonlord from Terraria. Oh, we got a 4th autopetter. I wasn't even paying attention. Okay, we got a 4th one. I was too busy reading. We are having trouble letting Chitler be petted constantly. I would love if there were some lore between Chinggis and Chitler. Like they have a great golden chicken war to determine who should be the leader of the golden chicken army. World War II, but chickens. It's funny because I named one of them Churchill, and that's actually the name of the opposing side of the Allies. It's not even like a funny rendition of the name, it's literally just Churchill. Churchill and Roosevelt are ganging up against Chitler. Now we just need Joseph Stalin to get in on the fun. And Mussolini. Stalin? Stalin. Send you to, he'll send you to the gulag. He'll send you to the chulag. Stalin, leader of Russia at the time. Who was the leader of Japan? Does anybody know that? I don't know that off the top of my head. World War II. Hirohito? A Japanese man. That's not funny. That's really funny. A Japanese man. He didn't even spell Japanese right. And then who's the other major? Oh, we gotta have Ferdinand for Archduke Ferdinand as well. Different war, but same idea. Well, actually, Ferdinand. Hang on. Hideki Tojo? World War I chicken? Yes, exactly. We need a Chudro Wilson. Mackenzie King. Help. Help me, I don't know that one. Phoning a friend. Of Church Chuk Ferdinand. Why is Chuk such a funny word? Canadian Prime Minister during World War II. Ah, Chilliam. I see. We gotta at least get 5 auto-petters, right, guys? gonna at least get a 5th auto pair. Good lord, your YouTube just die? That's not good. Yeah, I don't know. Unless you get some kind of ridiculous luck and I pull 5 auto petters in the next 100, which would be awesome. I think it may be Ripperoni. It kicked you out of my stream for a hot sec. It's because I was talking about Schittler. YouTube punished me by disconnecting some of my concurrent viewership. Alrighty, you have a great night, oh yes. Always a pleasure. Enjoy your RE5 gameplay. Resident Evil? What about Landlord Evil? It was rude. Damn YouTube being rude to my concurrent viewership. Yastards. I almost just threw away my golden mystery boxes. Wow. Man. I feel like we got totally robbed. I feel like we got absolutely robbed today. I mean, it was bad enough only getting 8 from 2,000 yesterday, but to only have 4 by this point is just insane. Like, I feel like we got skunked. This is like when you go fishing or hunting and you do everything right the entire day and get absolutely nothing. How's the music now? We got hosed, Tommy. We got hosed. Still bloody loud? Shouldn't be. It could be the track itself. But it's ducking when I talk, right? So it's not like going over me. Like me talking right now over the piano isn't being drowned out by the music, right? Probably just the track. Oh, we got the summer music. That one is just loud. Some of them, they are mostly normalized the same decibel, but it could be the instruments as well. Clint is being a stingy clunt. I can't believe I almost missed that. S tier comment. S tier chat. What a stingy clunt. Danny, did you ever figure out the, I don't know if you're still listening or if you're still with us, but did you ever figure out the thing you were looking at regarding why my sub emotes can't be used outside of this chat? I mean, I am just an affiliate if that has anything. Oh, it's a DM? Okay. I might raid out tonight, but I also don't want to raid out if you guys can't use the emotes. I'll still raid somebody though. I think it'll be fun. Let's like pick our target once I'm done with these golden mystery boxes. Want it to be some unsuspecting smaller stream. Zach is on again? I'll just raid him again. We like Zach, right? You guys like Zach, right? I heard some good things about Zach. Hey, we got a 5th auto petter at least. Alright, now it's mathematically impossible to get, so I'm just gonna go ahead and resolve to no. So the doubters got that one. Oh, Cloud Mess, if you were on Twitch, you would be getting redirected to another stream, but since you're not, it doesn't matter. But Zachernity is the name of the other streamer who we are going to be raiding once I'm done with tonight's stream in about 5-10 minutes.
Attention chat.
Hydration reminder.
Audacious Danny has issued a legally binding hydration order.
Well, thank you very much.
Compliance is mandatory.
It's been quite a stream tonight, guys. It's been quite a stream. Let's go ahead and just finish organizing some stuff here, and then we will call it a night. Oh, I forgot. I already have a chest full of crap. All right, whatever. I'll have to organize this stuff next time I get on. But for now, let's go ahead and teleport back. We got 5 more auto petters, so I'll update our auto petter count to 27, which is good, but we're 5 behind where we should be after having opened now 6,000. So no celebrating quite yet. Definitely got kind of screwed on luck. But what can you say? Some days are gonna be luckier than others, right? So we'll save our progress there, and then I am going to just kind of sit back. I want to get into the habit of having just a cool down 2 minutes, recap everything we did at the end of streams. I know I've been leaving abruptly, but I want to get into the habit of saying thank you to everybody for joining me as you guys do every night. It's always nice to get on and have following just kind of be here. So you guys really do rock. I really appreciate it. I want to go over some of the people who followed tonight as well. I think we got Moondog 702 followed, and a handful of others. Although I can't see. I bet I can pull up the events and find out exactly who. Pickle Explosion, Gato, Rudeman, Balupi, Nerd Red, and I think that's everybody. I want to thank you guys all for following. We accomplished a lot today. We got an extra 3,000 golden mystery boxes. We got 5 more auto petters, and we got another, I think, 50 or so golden animal crackers. So we're definitely moving along. We're doing really well. We got a lot more grinding to do, so I hope you guys will all join me for that. We'll be back tomorrow at 7 p.m. So now let's go find somebody to raid. What is going on here? Twitch.tv. Who is going to be our unsuspecting target? We could go raid Zach. Should we just raid Zach? I don't know. Let's go raid Zach. Yeah, Zach's live. I always got to make sure I copy him. All right. I will look into whether I can actually... Oh, there you go. I will look into whether I can actually give you guys the emotes outside of the chat. I will look into that tonight. So thank you guys for being here. Have a great night. Go say hi to Zach for me. And yeah, take it easy. Bye-bye.